I'll say it as a fan and nothing else. My heart rate is rising because Puka Nacua is officially reporting to Los Angeles Rams training camp, while his contract extension remains a massive looming question. This situation is the defining piece of our offseason because Puka has put up record-shattering production that demands a top-tier market deal. Two things stand out here: what we know about his arrival and what his uncertain contract future signals for our offense. The deeper the details go, the more this massive payout looks inevitable. Like, subscribe, and comment your city. Let's go. Training camp is officially upon us, but for us as Los Angeles Rams fans, the conversation revolves around Puka Nacua and his uncertain future. Nacua was a fifth-round pick who exploded onto the scene with 4,291 receiving yards over his first 3 seasons. He has been a beacon of production, trailing only Jamar Chase in yardage during that span. Now here's the thing, his contract situation is uniquely stressful because he lacks a 5th-year option, meaning he enters the final year of his deal in 2026. While he reported to camp this Saturday, he remains involved in a civil lawsuit regarding serious allegations that have cast a shadow over his personal development. His attorney noted that Nacua checked into a care facility back in April to focus on his health. The fan base is understandably torn, balancing admiration for his historic play on the field with significant concern regarding these off-the-field developments. We are all waiting to see if he can secure a massive extension similar to the top of the receiver market, which currently reaches up to $42.15 million in average annual value according to Over the Cap. It is a complex situation that forces us to reconcile his immense value to Sean McVay's offense with the reality of his current legal circumstances. With training camp practices starting this Wednesday, we have to look past the surface-level production to understand if the organization can navigate this delicate balance. Will the front office view his recent availability as a sign of progress? Or does this legal cloud make a long-term financial commitment too risky for the team to finalize before the regular season begins? Puka Nacua is currently facing serious legal allegations that have cast a shadow over his remarkable trajectory as one of the most productive wide receivers in professional football. While we have witnessed his immense talent on the field, where he has racked up 4,191 receiving yards in just 3 seasons, the reality is that his off-field situation is now the primary focus for the organization. The truth is, the Rams front office must balance his undeniable production with the gravity of these ongoing civil court proceedings regarding his behavior on New Year's Eve. Following a stint in a care facility to focus on personal health and growth, Nacua reported to training camp this Saturday, signaling a return to business under Sean McVay. Historically, this team has navigated complex personnel challenges by prioritizing character assessment alongside performance metrics, and they surely recognize that Nacua is entering the final year of his contract without the luxury of a 5th-year option. Behind closed doors, leadership is likely weighing whether his record-setting performance, second only to the Bengals' Jamar Chase over the last 3 seasons, warrants a massive extension comparable to the $42.15 million average annual value market set by the Seahawks, Jackson Smith, and Jigba. They are calculating the risk of committing long-term capital while the legal system works through these claims. It is a difficult crossroads for Stan Kroenke and the coaching staff as they determine if they can trust the growth Puka has demonstrated since his departure from the care facility. As fans, we must wait and see if this talented young man can regain our trust while proving he remains a cornerstone for this offense moving forward. Shifting gears from the league-wide landscape, we need to address exactly how these shifting contract tides impact our own backyard. And I'll be straight with you. The stakes for the Los Angeles Rams have never felt more delicate. With training camp officially underway, the primary concern revolves around how the organization navigates the extension window for key contributors like Puka Nacua. Given that Nacua lacks a 5th-year option as a former 5th-round pick, his looming final contract year necessitates a proactive approach to secure our offensive future. Any hesitation here creates a direct ripple effect on our salary cap, potentially forcing us to sacrifice depth elsewhere to keep our core intact. This financial maneuvering dictates our flexibility for the rest of the season, specifically impacting our ability to plug holes as we face grueling matchups against division rivals like the Seahawks. A stable roster is essential for staying competitive in the NFC West, and failing to lock down our playmakers could leave us exposed during critical late-season playoff pushes. We are watching a high-stakes chess match where every dollar committed to an extension directly correlates to the veteran experience we can afford to keep on the field. If we manage these negotiations wisely, we maintain our standing as a legitimate contender. But any misstep in these salary cap decisions could quickly diminish our overall depth chart quality. It is a precise balance between rewarding our proven talent and ensuring the team has the necessary resources to survive the inevitable attrition of a long NFL season. We have to be smart, deliberate, and firm to ensure this team remains positioned for a deep, meaningful run through January. As Los Angeles Rams fans, we have to talk about the pending contract status for Puka Nacua, who has amassed 4,191 receiving yards in 3 seasons. The clear upside here is keeping a record-breaking playmaker in our uniform long-term to anchor the offense for Sean McVay. Locking him in now prevents his price from potentially skyrocketing even further if he puts up another massive campaign. And here's why that's a big deal. His current path suggests he belongs in the same financial stratosphere as the highest-paid receivers in the league, such as the Seahawks player Jackson Smith-Njigba at $42.15 million in average annual value. However, the downside is the serious nature of the ongoing civil court lawsuit involving allegations against Nacua, which adds a layer of uncertainty regarding his availability and reputation. While analysts acknowledge his historic production, the league is watching closely to see how the Rams handle this situation compared to other high-profile negotiations, like those involving Devin Witherspoon and Christian Gonzalez. Some suggest the team should exercise patience until his personal matters conclude, while others argue that waiting only complicates the salary cap management. My honest take here is that while his talent is undeniable and absolutely vital to our success, the team is right to proceed with extreme caution despite the immense pressure from the market. We simply cannot ignore the off-field gravity of these claims, even if he remains a top-tier athlete on the field. The front office has a very difficult balancing act to pull off before the season opener, and I truly hope they find the right path for both the player and this organization. When we look at the landscape of the NFL as training camp begins, it becomes clear that fiscal responsibility and timing define the path forward for our organization. Think about it this way. The shifting market values for players like Puka Nacua show us that rewarding internal success requires immense precision, especially as the league moves towards September. For the Los Angeles Rams, this means we must navigate the next few seasons by balancing the immediate desire to win with the long-term reality of a ballooning salary cap. As fans, you should feel a sense of cautious optimism heading into this season because our front office has shown a consistent ability to identify core talent like Nacua, who has accumulated 4,191 receiving yards in his 3 professional seasons. While other teams scramble to manage the fallout of high-priced contracts, our focus on stability provides a clear identity on the field. We have witnessed firsthand how quickly the landscape changes when top-tier contributors reach the end of their rookie deals, and our commitment to maintaining a competitive roster under the guidance of Sean McVay remains our greatest strength. Because the financial pressure to keep our best players is at an all-time high, I have to ask you, given the current salary trends for wide receivers, would you prioritize a massive long-term extension for Puka Nacua right now, or wait until the final year of his contract is fully underway? If you enjoyed the video, do not forget to like it and subscribe to the channel. Ram it, I'll see you in the next one.